best comedian has been here since the beginning. He's funny, he talks funny, but he's adorable, and apparently he's well hung. Let's give it up for Rich Hutchison! I can't get it in the hole.
Thanks, Tony. Okay, so yeah, originally from Scotland. I lived in Scotland. Yeah, sorry. Well, no, I am American now, but I lived in Texas for 10 years, and I have this messed up accent, so you probably can't understand me. So, it's weird because Madonna was in the UK for 10 days, and she has a perfect British accent, and I'm here 10 years and still can't do it. So anyway, I was back home for the holidays. Anyone else go home for the holidays? Yeah. Where did you go? Pennsylvania. Okay. I'm sorry. But, so I went back to Scotland, so my accent probably got even worse because I was back for 3 weeks. But I think it's really important to go back to where you came from. I try and go once a year. I think it's quite important to do that, just so you remember why you left. So, yeah, I say you can understand that. So, yeah, it's weird going back to Scotland because of the time difference. It's hard to get used to. It's 20 years behind there. In fact, not only is Michael Jackson still alive over there, he's only on his second nose. But the holidays is kind of great. Go back, see all the family. My family's quite messed up, actually. When I was back for Christmas, my brother had blocked my mom from calling him. You know, Merry Christmas, you know. So my mom, she goes to me, have you ever heard what it's like when someone blocks you on the phone? And I'm like, no, Mom. So she's showing me quite proud, dialing my brother's number, and this woman, the British voice, comes on. I'm sorry, the person you're trying to call does not wish to be contacted by you. Oh, I know. But you know what? My mom was actually quite excited. The woman talks more to her than my brother ever did. So, anyway, so I thought I'll text my brother and find out what the deal is. So I texted my brother and I said, how do you do that? I tell you, my mom hasn't called since. I get to sleep in on a Sunday morning. It's great. So, yeah, it was weird, the gift thing as well. My sister told me you can't give your mom the Susan Boyle CD because I've got her it. I'm like, damn. So I kept it for myself. But I gave her a Snuggie instead. You know. It's true. And the thing is, that, you know, both those gifts made her cry for different reasons. Yeah. When I was back also, on the way back, I flew through Amsterdam. In fact, I feel like I'm there now with this red light and everything. But I booked a really cheap hotel. In fact, like the red light district, they have hookers are legal there, so they sit in the window with the red light advertising the goods. But I booked a really cheap hotel. So the hooker next to me down the street, she was like cutting her prices. Everything was slashed, including her face. But you know, it's you know, someone made jokes about this being like Anne Frank's attic, and I actually went there when I was in Amsterdam. Anne Frank's attic is huge. I'm like, you know, if the bitch had lived in San Francisco, she'd know what suffering was. So. Anyway, it's weird because Anne Frank, I don't know if you know the story about Anne Frank. She's a little Jewish girl and she wrote a diary and then she got killed in the Holocaust. And the diary was published afterwards. And I'm like, you know, nowadays if she was doing it, she'd be on Facebook. In fact, she did have a wall there. Stuff was posted all over it. So, if she was on Facebook, she'd also have like a huge score in Farmville. She'd be like, you know, level 2,500. You know, but the other thing that really bugs me is when I go back home, there's always these bombers trying to blow planes up, and it's like going through the UK when I flew through London, the shoe bomber did that time. And then I decided to go through Amsterdam, and I get the guy in Amsterdam going up. So I'm dealing with all the security, and it's like, so I thought I'll be prepared. I pack everything, liquids, and put everything on my check-in baggage. And I thought, I'm set, I'm not going to get any hassle. So I walk up, and the security guard calls me over. I'm like, oh no, what have I done? And he goes, excuse me, sir, could you put your clothes back on, please? But anyway, so these bombers as well, they wait until the end of the flight to blow the plane up or try to blow it up. I'm like, I'd be so pissed having sat through 9 hours of that screaming 2-year-old, you know, and then they blow us up the plane, you know, blow it up at the start, please. But, you know why that 2-year-old was crying? Nipple clamps. I'm like, I don't know how those nipple clamps got through security. The 2-year-old with nipple clamps, never mind. $3.75, some other drinks, I don't know what it's called. Long Island, something, I don't know.
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod. It's the East Coast, whatever. Oh yeah. So Amsterdam, that was a lot of fun. And then when I come back, I catch up with all the news, and I don't know if you heard today that Sarah Palin has signed a deal with Fox. She said, yeah. I know, like Sarah Palin's going to make Fox more fair and balanced.
Okay.
But then it turned out it wasn't the Fox News she's going to be on. She's going to be on American Idol. It turns out that Ellen DeGeneres is not going to work out. You know, they need another crazy bitch with bad makeup. So that's why Sarah Palin got the job. And this is true as well. The same day it was announced, Simon Cowell, that's why he's leaving American Idol this year. The Sarah Palin's on board. So anyway, that's it for me tonight. Thanks for waiting. Bye.
Oh yeah, good job.
You leave my 2-year-old alone, damn it.